searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my...
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find his... The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in Week 2. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Bears take over. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 5 catches, 51 yards. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick slant to Brown.
The pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
At the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third.
Back to throw again. He's got Adams on the hookup. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Haskins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his pass, incomplete.
Haskins pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Haskins. He completes this one to Mack. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Makes the score Bears 7, Giants 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 3.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. On play action, they'll throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Bears. first and 10.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Complete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kinney on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 15-yard line.
That's complete right around the 8. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. And incomplete. And this one too low.
Intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the
Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide.
Haskins pass.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. But the passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a pickup of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Now, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd win here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. But sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Haskins pass.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Third and 2, now Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Giants 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run on first down. It's Richardson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Right at midfield. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Evans on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run again with Richardson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Another carry for the running back.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard. At the Bears.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Haskins pass.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 9.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out.
Giants 6.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, it's Richardson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
New York.
Now they try the right side here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Haskins pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's
on 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now a carry for Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there out of the running game. 34 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Going to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
The running back.
It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Aku just hit the field goal, now he kicks off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
That's good.
A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
His pass caught at the 4. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out, as the Bears push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Chicago.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. A quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Haskins going to throw again. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bradley Chubb. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Throwing on third and long. Haskins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Richardson to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.